So what I wanted to talk about was this, basically, I guess you'd call it the central conundrum of being an investigator. Think about what is the number one objective as an investigator. Can you think of it?
Find the truth.
Yeah, but before that, before you find the truth, like let's say you're following a cheating partner.
Yeah.
How are you going to find the truth? You can't find the truth if someone knows what you're doing. So before you find the truth, there's something that's even more fundamental to being an investigator.
Unnoticed, I guess?
Correct. Be unnoticed, exactly right. That's the primary goal of an investigator, is remain hidden. What's the primary goal in business?
To be shown.
Be seen.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd call the conundrum of the investigation industry, is you've got people whose primary thought process is don't be discovered. And then in business, obviously, if you need to be successful, you have to, that's number one, you've got to be discovered, right? So how does that work for investigators? Well, you kind of got to be a little bit schizophrenic, I guess. It's confusing as to how it works, but we have to be entirely careful about, obviously, everything that we do in terms of confidentiality, and that's why we have two bins in our office, the confidential bin and the regular bin, and about how much care we have when we're calling clients, as we discussed today, about you can't leave messages on people's phones and all that kind of stuff. But on the flip side, we've got to present our business. Now, people don't know, like you're going to buy a loaf of bread, or you're going to get your hair cut, or get your car serviced. These are things that people do on a regular or semi-regular basis. They know what they're doing. Hiring an investigator, unless you're an insurance firm or a certain type of lawyer, is probably something you'll only ever do once or maybe twice in your life for most people, if at all. So they don't know anything about our industry, or how we operate, or what we do, or the services that we provide, or how much it costs, or anything like that. So we have our job is to not only to get, as you said, to get to the truth, absolutely, but part of the job for us is to educate people on what we do and how we do it, so that they can feel comfortable. Number one, so that they understand, well, there's someone out there who can help me in this situation. Because, if you're walking down the street and you hurt your ankle, what do? Well, you go to the doctor. If you're involved in a dispute with someone at law, what do? You call a lawyer. People who need an investigator don't always realize that they need an investigator. If they want to know something more about another person, they don't automatically think, aha, background check, or due diligence, or whatever. So part of what we're doing is trying to let people know about the fact that there are investigators out there. It's a real thing, it's a real job, it's a real industry. And secondly, we need to tell them about how we operate. What do we do? How does it work? How much does it cost? What can they expect? Why should they trust us? All this kind of stuff. So that's a little bit about why we put effort into marketing, and about the reason for us to do this kind of thing, where we're talking about how we operate and all that kind of stuff.